Good morning, children. How are you? I hope you are very fine and you are safe and you are healthy and you are at home, okay, and taking all the precautions, okay. Today I am going to start the new lesson that from the 4th class, that is plants preparing and storing food, okay. It's all about the plants, okay, how the plants are preparing the food, what is the process is going on in there. In the plants, okay, so these all we are going to discuss about, okay. So you have to write this in this one, like what is this, what is the leaf of this is lotus leaf, so you have to write here LOTUS, lotus, okay. Next is this is papaya leaf, okay, you can see the picture and here the scrambled words are there, you have to unscramble and write, okay. Next, here this is banana, this is mango leaf, and this one is the people leaf, okay. Now, do you know, children, why the plants are very green in color? If you see all around your environment, you can find that all the plants are green in color, right? Why? Why it's so like? So, I will tell you why. Because they contains the pigment that is called as chlorophyll. You can learn it as chlorophyll. Okay, I can write on the board, like it is chlorophyll. Okay, children, please, this one you have to learn. Okay, this is a green pigment. They can ask you in the exam, like what is a green pigment present in the plants? That is chlorophyll. Okay, CHLOROPHYLL. That is chlorophyll. Okay. Now, children, I want to say that plants prepare their own food. As we are the human beings, we have to depend on the plants, right? What we are eating? We are eating the fruits, we are eating the leaves like spinach, and we are eating the vegetables, okay? And they consist of the seeds, okay? You know, children, how the plants prepare their food? They are preparing their food by the help of photosynthesis. As you can see here, photosynthesis. Photosynthesis means photo, P-H-O-T-O, photo. Photo means light. Photo means light. Here you can see the tube light. What it gives us? Light. Yes, exactly. That's light only, okay. And the sunlight. The sunlight which gives us light. Okay, next one is synthesis. Process, okay. That is a process which is made by through the light, okay, and with the help of water from the soil, because we are pouring the water on the plants, it's absorbed from the soil, right? They are the roots, okay, they are absorbing it and they are preparing the food for the plants. The green leaves have stomata is present on their surface, okay. They have very tiny pores in them, okay, they are called as stomata, okay children. Now, and one more thing is, we are exhaling what? Carbon dioxide. We are inhaling what? Oxygen. And when we are exhaling carbon dioxide, that carbon dioxide is also present in the air, and the plants prepare their food with the help of this gas, and that is called as carbon dioxide, okay. And chlorophyll. Where you find chlorophyll? Yes, exactly. That is in the green leaves. That's the reason the plants are always green in color, okay. Now you can see this, all the things are in this one. This is the banyan tree. Do you see? This is the national tree of our India, okay. And this banyan tree, all the roots are hanging, you know. And moreover, the banyan tree is very 1,000 years ago it can survive. And the oldest plant can survive is the only banyan tree which you can find in the northern state of the India, okay. Now coming to this. Can you able to see this picture, children? Yes, this is sun. Sun gives us what, beta? Sunlight. And here the carbon dioxide. The leaves are consuming what, Nana? Carbon dioxide. It gives us what? Oxygen. Oxygen what we are inhaling. Okay. This is water. Water is coming from the roots. I told you, na, water is coming from the roots. With the different types of tissues are present in the plants, and they are helps in the transport of the food like water and other minerals, okay. Now coming to the parts of the plant, okay. You can find the parts of the plant as a roots, as a stem, as a branches, as a fruits, as a leaves or flowers. Okay, these are all the parts of the plant. Okay, so every part has their own significance, every part has their own importance. Like roots, they absorb the nutrients from the soil and they absorb the water from the soil, right? And what is the function of the stem? It can transport the water and the nutrients through all parts of the plant, whether they are leaves, whether they are branches, and whether they are flowers. Okay, and what is the function of flower? It is very beautiful and reproductive organ of the flower. Okay, so it's like it attracts the insects. You know, the flowers are very beautiful in nature, right? So it attracts the insects and they are helping the pollination, you know. And what are the significance of the fruits? You know, fruits consist of the seeds, and these seeds are helped into the growing for the new plants. When the animals and the other animals and the human beings and even the plants also, when it falls down, it can transfer from one place to another, and they are growing by the new plants, and that plants will grow with the help of the all factors. Okay, it's not like that if water is available that it can grow. No, it's not like that, right? If every possible thing is there, see. Okay, now coming to the storing food, where it can store the food. Okay, you can find the storing food in the form of starch, okay. Where it can store the food? In the fruits, the pulpy of that, do you see the pulpy nature of the fruits? Yes, they are storing the food in them only, and we can find how the starch is present in them. Okay, so for now, the starch is present in every food material, because what we are eating, like potatoes, like leafy vegetables, starch is present in every part of the plant. Okay, but most of the they are storing the food in the form of the starch in the leaves. Okay, now coming to the parts of the leaf. Here you can see the parts of the leaf. Here the parts of the leaf, like a people leaf. Observe the we have to observe all the parts of the leaves. I will tell you what are the parts of the leaf. Okay, children? Yeah. See what is this, children? Yeah, this is leaf. Okay, this is leaf of guava, you know. So here, what is this called as? What is this called as, children? This is called as stalk. S-T-A-L-K, stalk. You can write there, okay? You can write there, okay? Okay, children? Yes. Now, the corner of the leaf is called as apex. A-P-E-X, apex. You can find from here to here one type of vein is there. That is called as, what is it called as? Midrib. M-I-D-R-I-B. M-I-D-R-I-B. That is midrib. These you can find here, all they are going into at the surface of the leaf. This is called as veins. They are called as veins. Okay, they are also called as side veins. Okay, this is mid vein. These are side veins. This is the midrib is present in between them. That is called as midrib. Okay, and here this all the veins are called as side veins. And this also called as main vein also, because it is from the starting point to ending point. Can you able to see? Yes, that is also called as main vein. Okay. Now children, I will tell you the surface. Here the surface is there. Now here in the surface, this whole surface is called as lamina. What that called as? Lamina. L-A-M-I-N-A. Lamina. Okay. You can find. Okay. This again. I want to say this is stalk. This is midrib, this is side veins, this is apex. This surface is called as lamina. Understood all the parts of the plant? Yeah. Okay. You can see in the picture and you can write, you can do this all the things. Okay. So here in the starch is also present in this leaf also. If we can check with the iodine solution. If you pour some water or pour some iodine solution in that, it changes into color. That is blue-black color. And we can find that this is that consists of starch. Okay now. Okay children. Now one more thing. Where you can find the stomata? Yes, here in the side. I'll tell you where you can find. Okay, I'm just cutting the leaf. Okay. where you can find here. I think it's just look at it. Okay. When I teared it, if you find this one in the glycerin or the phenolphthalein acid, phenolphthalein, that is a crystal violet color is there, and phenolphthalein also there, okay. If you find in the microscope, you can find the stomata like this. I will show you like this. Here, how you can find this? Yes, this is the stoma. One is also called as stoma, and it is more than that is called as stomata, okay. Stoma can be seen through the microscope. On the underside of the leaf are tiny pores are called as stomata, and if it is only one, that is called as stoma, okay. During photosynthesis, a leaf takes in carbon dioxide and gives us oxygen and water vapor through stomata. So you can find, right, when we are exhaling the carbon dioxide and they are giving out the oxygen, it is where it's come from. It's come from the when tiny pores in the stomata, they can exchange the gases and they can prepare their own food. Okay, children. So now you know about what are the parts of the plant, how the storages and how the where the plants can store their food, and as well as you know about the stomata also. I want you to do this activity and show me in the textbook. See this one, okay? This checkpoint, okay? I won't tell you. You have to read, you have to learn, and then you have to do it. Understand, children? Tomorrow, please give me in the WhatsApp. Thank you, children. Thank you a lot.
The world's food factory. Green plants prepare their own food, mostly in the leaves. So let's first learn about different parts of a leaf to understand the food-making process better. Look at this leaf. The thin, flat part of the leaf is called the leaf blade or lamina. The part of the leaf that connects the leaf blade to the stem is called the stalk or petiole. The line that runs in the center of the leaf blade is called the main vein or midrib. The lines that run parallel to one another from the main vein are called side veins. If you look more closely at the underside of the leaf through a microscope, you will see tiny openings. These openings are called stomata. The green color of the leaf is due to the presence of structures called chloroplasts. The chloroplasts contain green pigments called chlorophylls. Let's now see how plants prepare food. Green plants require water, carbon dioxide, and sunlight to make food, which is done mostly by the leaves. Do you know which part of the plant helps it absorb water from soil? You are right. It is the roots. Roots absorb water from the soil and send it to the stem. The stem carries water to other parts of the plant, including leaves. Carbon dioxide required to make food is taken in from the atmosphere, along with other gases, through small pores in the leaves called stomata. Chlorophyll, the green pigment in the leaves, absorbs the sunlight that falls on the leaves and combines it with water and carbon dioxide to make glucose, a form of sugar. This is then stored in the form of starch. During this process, plants release oxygen as a byproduct. Almost all other living things use this oxygen for breathing. This food-making process in plants is called photosynthesis, as sunlight is used as the source of energy. Photo means light, and synthesis means to put together. Green plants use only some of the prepared food for growth and to repair damaged body parts. The rest of the food is stored in different parts like fruit, stem, leaf, and root. This stored food is eaten by humans and plant-eating animals.